Now, from the nation's capital, here's the Pentagon Channel's ATS In Brief.
The Commander-in-Chief told the nation Monday the U.S. will succeed in Iraq and Afghanistan because of the skill and resolve of America's military. In a nationally televised speech 5 years after 9/11, President Bush praised America's men and women in uniform.
Every one of our troops is a volunteer. And since the attacks of September the 11th, more than 1.6 million Americans have stepped forward to put on our nation's uniform. In Iraq, Afghanistan, and other fronts in the war on terror, the men and women of our military are making great sacrifices to keep us safe. Some have suffered terrible injuries, and nearly 3,000 have given their lives. America cherishes their memory.
The president says the U.S. can honor those that have died by finishing the work they have begun. U.S. and Iraqi troops gathered at Camp Victory outside Baghdad Monday to remember 9/11 and honor service members who have given the ultimate sacrifice in the war on terror. Lieutenant General Peter Corelli told the troops the U.S. would not forget the victims of the terrorist attacks or the military men and women killed since that September day.
In addition to those we lost on 9/11, the United States alone has lost yet another 3,000 of our dear friends, family, and colleagues in this struggle against extremism. They have traveled to foreign lands, far from their homes, to pay the ultimate price in the name of liberty and opportunity for others.
General Corelli said despite the hardships, he has no doubt the U.S. and its coalition partners will prevail. Throughout our 9/11 coverage, we've been hearing from senior leaders about where they were on September 11, 2001. U.S. CENTCOM Commander General John Abizaid told the Army's Gail McCabe he was serving in Kiev, Ukraine as the Director of Strategic Plans and Policy when the terrorists struck on 9/11.
We just finished our meetings. I went home, turned on the television. Somebody said, "Do you see what's going on?" And I looked at the television and I actually thought it was a movie. I couldn't believe it. And then the whole thing unfolded, and it was, of course, very, very difficult to be so far away and know that the building that you work in and the friends that you work with were being attacked on that day.
To see all of our 9/11 coverage, visit the Pentagon Channel website at pentagonchannel.mil. August recruiting numbers show strong levels for the active duty branches. Always a concern in a time of war, though, is the ability to retain the force. The Sergeant Major of the Army has witnessed firsthand the commitment of soldiers. He talks about the 101st Airborne. It has the highest retention rate of all 10 active duty divisions in the Army. And Sergeant Major of the Army Kenneth Preston visited the 101st while on deployment in Iraq this summer.
What's unique about the 101st is that 61% of the soldiers that re-enlisted in that division re-enlisted to stay with the division, knowing that the division's going back again in about a year. So that's the commitment of our soldiers.
Sergeant Major Preston says soldiers re-enlist and stay in the Army for 3 reasons: command climate, job satisfaction, and quality of life. Chaplain Abu Hayna Saif-u-Islam, the 2nd Navy Muslim chaplain, was promoted to lieutenant commander in a ceremony Monday.
And there are some, Muslims who are serving in the military, but again, we are engaged with countries that are Muslim-dominated or populated countries. So I go around the country and educate our troops how to be sensitive religiously when they are deployed, so that they can serve our country better and do the mission better.
Chaplain Saif, as he is called for short by his colleagues, will be assigned to Marine Corps Base Quantico, Virginia, and will be the first ever Muslim Marine chaplain to serve the Corps.
To find out how you can watch the Pentagon Channel where you live, contact your local cable provider.
PSP share prices for Tuesday, September 12th opened at $11.55 for the G Fund, $10.90 for the F Fund, $14.29 for the C Fund, $16.82 for the S Fund, and $19.61 for the I Fund. For the Pentagon Channel, I'm Air Force Sergeant Erin Roberts.